everyone, Monster Michael Todd here. We're back in the Monster Factory and it's time for a little update on my pancake protocol. Alright, so it's been a couple of months since I've started my new protocol, and I've put on, I'm 294 pounds right now. I think I was 272 at IFAs. So we're going to do some measurements: right forearm, right bicep, left bicep. Rebecca's going to check my blood pressure, make sure I'm healthy. But we're also going to talk about Dimitri Trubin and Hermes Gasparini. And who do you guys think should replace Dimitri since he's been injured? Alright, let's see what I got. So back at IFAs, pumped, I was just shy of 20 and a half. So I just did a very, very light bicep workout. Let's see where I'm at.
Got you at 21, well, just a little over 21 if you were holding straight on that angle.
Just over 21, just over 21. Let's see what the left looks like. Everybody's like, your left's so much smaller than your right. It's really only like a half an inch.
You are at 20 and a half, it looks like.
Now I can't close my forearm up as close as everybody else can, so I can't get that extra little squeeze. But let's see where I'm at.
Looks like almost 17 and a half.
Well, that's not bad. That's not bad. All right, ready to check the blood pressure, babe?
Alrighty.
All right, am I sitting down, standing up? What am I doing here?
Let's have you sit down right there.
All right. The blood pressure thing, in the past, if I was 260 pounds, I didn't need to take blood pressure medicine. If I was 270, I need to take 1 pill a day. And then anything over 290, I had to take 2 pills a day. And once I got over 300, I had to take 2 pills a day plus a hydrochlorothiazide, a diuretic.
Water pill.
Yeah, so right now, I'm just on 1 blood pressure pill a day. So let's see if I'm healthy. Now I have had a thermogenic, a fat burner, which is definitely going to increase things, and I've had an espresso.
And it takes me a minute to pump it up, because I pump it all the way up to 180. This is my forearm work.
That's your forearm work? Well, I've been resting the hand, wrist, and forearm all week to see if I can get that thumb muscle to come back. People were telling me I was overtraining, and I had been. Deb and I spoke quite a bit with Orlando, and I've been doing 2 to 3 high volume workouts a day, every day since I've been home, really focused on hand, wrist, and forearm. So now I'm taking a little break this week.
All right, hush. (132/88), and
that's a little high bottom number. Yeah.
Michael's always like, that's high. It's actually.
Well, I had a really good one last night, like 126/70 something.
Yeah, 132/88 is borderline, but considering you've already had stimulants this morning, he's had his espresso, he's had his thermogenic, that can cause a rise in your blood pressure. Now, you are on blood pressure medicine.
Right.
You take it once a day, right now?
Once, right.
Once a day. So, his morning blood pressure after the stimulants, I'm not as terribly concerned about that number because that's considered more borderline where it is this morning. If it were to be higher, like over 100 diastolic, I would be a lot more concerned, but you seem to be maintaining well.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I mean, the 88 is just, I don't like getting close to 90 on the diastolic.
Yeah. But Michael really worries about his health.
Well, the biggest thing is, that's what we said, before we agreed to do this, I have to maintain my health. If it at any point becomes unhealthy for me, then I was going to stop.
Yeah.
But so far, I'm pretty pleased. Like I said, 294 pounds, still pretty fit. What do you guys think I need to be before I pull Genadi? Second follow-up question, what do you think I need to be to defeat LeVon?
What's your weight?
Yeah, right. I know where I think. The weight's not that important, but it is a factor.
But Michael doesn't want to be fat. He's got to be fit.
I could be 350 pounds by the end of the year, if not heavier. Easy.
Yeah.
But then I would hate myself.
Right.
And you guys wouldn't recognize me.
Well, breathing and endurance is going to be important.
Right. So we're still doing cardio every day. So I'm maintaining my cardio at this weight, so that's good.
Yeah. Well, I think you need to go ahead and talk about the replacement.
All right, so discussing the Dmitry Trubin injury. I'm kind of bummed, and I'll tell you why. So I accepted the match with Genadi, and then you find out that Gennadi's going to pull Hermes, a couple months before. So I was like, great, I got to find out where Gennadi's at with Hermes. And then I saw that Hermes was going to pull Dmitry like 3 weeks before. I'm like, okay, this is even better. Now I get to find out where Hermes is before Hermes pulls Genadi. Well, unless they find a replacement for Dmitry, I don't know where Hermes is. I know he's better than Matt Mask. Now I know he had a good practice session with Vitaly, and he's 266 pounds or 268 pounds. He looks huge, but where is he in the overall scheme of things? We know he has a great hand. So I'm a little bummed out about that. I hope they find a legit replacement, because Dmitry Trubin is a badass. He has been highly underrated for a while because of his loss to Dave, his loss to Levon, his loss to Vitaly. But think of those three guys. Those are amazing arm wrestlers. And you saw him, he's 6-0 swept Tim Bresnan. So Dimitri's a bad dude. And I was really excited about that match. So I hope that he recovers, praying for a full and speedy recovery for him. But I want to find out who they're going to replace him with. Or are they going to replace him? Or are they going to have to postpone Hermes' match in the top 8? I don't know what's going to happen. But definitely was bummed out to hear about that. Who do you guys think should be the replacement? I've heard them mention Alex Gardecha, who looked very good last weekend. But is he ready for someone like Hermes? I'm not sure. I've heard people say Jerry Caderet, which is a very interesting match if Jerry can hit his spot. If Jerry can't hit his spot, Hermes is going to side pressure right through. I mean, if Jerry hits too low and then gets his palm turned up immediately, then Hermes is going to win. Now, if Hermes gets hung out on his bicep and Jerry gets sitting in that bent wrist press, Hermes is in for a long day. Both of those very interesting matches, but what it leaves me not knowing where Gennadi's at. I mean, like I said, I did a review on the 2018 match with Dave Chafee, but like we said, that's 3 years ago. His gym lifts are amazing. Those are very, very impressive. He beat Devin standing, kind of momentum curl that he did. He's doing those crazy one-arm preacher curl, partial rep things. He's lifting some big weight. We've seen him get pins on Levon in practice. But in a recent video, we saw Levon kind of controlling pretty easy. I just don't know what I'm up against. So the problem for me is I'm back in the same place. I just got to focus on me and make sure that I'm the best me I can be. I'm getting a lot of different advice from people telling me I should do this, I should do that. Well, everything I've done in the past has worked. It's left me stronger each time at the end of a training camp. The biggest problem is the loss to Devin. People are taking that loss and telling me that I need to reevaluate, change everything up. And honestly, it's just, for whatever reason, it wasn't me that I wasn't training that night. And I didn't hear people trying to tell me I should change things up when I beat Dave Chafee 3-0 or anything else. So I'm sticking with my game plan. I'm sticking with what I know works for me. And Devin, like I said, Devin and I spoke extensively while we were in Orlando, and he's like, dude, you just gotta be healthy. Just make sure you're healthy. And that's hard for me because obviously I'm on the pancake protocol and I'm feeling strong and I want to lift heavier weights, but you don't want to risk an injury. So I'm kind of stuck there in the middle where, I want to do what I've always done and peak and set new PRs on my circuits, meaning all I've been doing since I've been home is my maintenance weight circuits. I've recently reintroduced VFRs into it, but it's just the maintenance weights. Now, the last prep, I was 110 pounds heavier than my maintenance weights on my lat pull downs and my seated rows and stuff like that. Still doing 30 rep sets. And I want to do that. But what if it's too much? What if that's not the right approach? So, I don't know. I know I'm 14, 15 weeks out from the match with Genadi. I will get to see where he's at, even if I don't necessarily know exactly where Hermes is at on December the 11th. But it's exciting, and I'm focused. Genadi is going to be a tall order. I do expect to win. I have to win. Because Levon is the goal. The overall number 1 in the world is the goal. So I have to beat Genadi to even get a crack at that. But stay tuned. It's going to be fun. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the bell for notifications.